Hi guys, I'm going to try this again. The last transmission I made, I think the internet at my parents' place is from long time ago. So I'm trying this again. I'm going to post about the same thing I just talked about a few minutes ago. So if you're rejoining, hey, welcome back. Like I said, I'm in Winnipeg, the wonderful balmy place. We're about to get dumped with a whole bunch more snow, and I just am slowly freezing to death. So what I want to share with you now is the story of a book that I've been reading, which is Think and Grow Rich. And I was really kind of, well, can you really think and grow rich? Because that just kind of sounds almost ridiculous in terms of that. So I'm trying to find a comfortable place to sit and it's not really working. Okay. So here's what I have discovered in reading this book. The idea that you can just think and get riches is ridiculous. However, I love this thought. This is the one thing that I really love about this particular book so far. And it's that it takes as much effort for you to think of yourself as a failure as it does for you to think of yourself as a raging success. So why would you go through your life thinking, well, I'll never make it, or you hold yourself back, when it takes as much effort as to say, yeah, I'm going to get that, and I want to get whatever. So one of the exercises I want to challenge you to go through is to write down your money goal for 2019. How much money do you want to make? Call it revenue, your sales. How much in sales do you want to make in 2019? And now I want you to double it. Now, what does that look like? How does it make you feel? Does it make you instantly feel like, oh my God, I can't do that? Or does it make you kind of pause and say, okay, well, what if you said that you could? Because it's as easy for you to say, I'm going to make $500,000 as it is for you to say, I'm going to make 5 million. Because here's what happens. When you say a thought repeatedly over and over in your head, that becomes a belief. And when you really believe something and you create a burning desire within yourself to achieve whatever it is you truly believe, you are going to take action to try to make that happen. And it's not going to be perfect. And you're going to screw up and you're going to fail and tests are going to happen and they're not going to work out. But that's okay because you're moving towards something. And then what you're going to find is that, lo and behold, you did it, right? So take your money goal for 2019, double that number and say, yes, fuck yes, I can do that. Why? Why not? Because this is easier for you to say, no, I can't do that, as it is for you to say, well, yeah, why can't I do that? Right? The only thing that's stopping you is you. And it's fantastic when you finally understand that. That book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And he wrote many other stories and books around the same sort of idea. It is so powerful. But when you start reading it, maybe you already have. So I know I'm way late to the game. He wrote this thing in 1937. So I know you guys are well, congratulations, Rebecca, you finally showed up. But in the book, he's like, there is a secret in this book. And you may not find it. The only way you're going to find it is if you're open and if you're ready. And not everyone's ready for this, right? People come in and people go with the conversations and with my live videos and, they get my training, right? If you go to RebeccaMountain.ca/ignite, there's tons more training on not only this, but also how to do Facebook ads. So once you have a message, it allows you to take that action, right? So if you already know what you want to do and you already have a belief and you know what you want to do, but you're not sure maybe how to run a Facebook ad or how to improve your customer experience or how to get more referrals, if you go to RebeccaMountain.ca/ignite, there's training already there waiting for you. And it's $59 for the whole year or $7 a month if that's what you prefer to do. So, and I believe so strongly in this message, I'm writing a book about it. We have to, bit my tongue. I'm so excited. We have to start thinking differently because when we do, everything in our worlds change. And there's this energy we put out there and it attracts more of the stuff that we're looking for. So if you think negative and you think, oh, boo, Eeyore, I'm so sucky, you're going to get people who tell you you're sucky. If you want more praise, if you want more thankfulness, go out there and praise somebody. Go out there and say thank you. You want people to be more grateful for what you've contributed? Go and show gratefulness to somebody else. Because when you do that, it comes back to you. Some people call it karma. There's a whole bunch of different words. I don't care what you call it, but it happens. So I really challenge you guys to take a look at your money numbers because that's the easiest place to start, right? Start with your money numbers and double it. And then before your brain turns off and says, oh, I don't think that's possible, think that it is, and think for that for the entire day. Think of that all the way through the Super Bowl game. Think about the parties after the Super Bowl game. Think about it tomorrow morning when you wake up and say, you know what, that money goal that I did, that doubling that I just did, yes, I can do that. And if you continue to think that way, it's gonna happen. You know, and maybe it doesn't happen this year, but maybe you get a hell of a lot closer. Maybe instead of, say, your goal is 500,000 in sales, maybe you hit 850. But if you had held yourself at 500, you'd maybe have hit 500. But now you shot for 1 million and you hit 850. That's still better than 500, right? So those are the kinds of things that successful people do. Napoleon Hill took 20 years to write that book, interviewed over 500 millionaires. And the result is what you have in that book in terms of what those people did. We're talking about JP Morgan. We're talking about Charles Schwab. We're talking about Andrew Carnegie. Really, really successful people. And if you want to be like those people, you can. There is absolutely nothing stopping you except what's going on between your ears right in here. So the whole idea of thinking and growing rich, absolutely bang on. It's not going to drop out of the sky. It is going to require work, but I did years and years of working where I did work for people, and I was really, really good at it, but I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't like getting up every day. And when I finally became open to the idea of, okay, like what really do I want to do? And what stories am I telling myself repeatedly that are holding me back? When I got rid of those stories, that's when I had clarity on exactly what I needed to do, right? I've made thousands of dollars this weekend for people signing up for my Ignite Your Fire program, right? Because it's good, because it's helpful, because it's meaningful, and it's keeping me aligned with what I want to do with my life. And all I want to do is sell like thousands more, millions more of memberships. They're only $59 for the entire year. And that's perfect. I want to make it accessible because if I have this and I've seen this change, I want you guys to have it too. So write down your money goal. Double that sucker. Say you can do it and tell yourself all the way through this day, including all the way through the Super Bowl, that it's totally possible and that you can do it, and wake up tomorrow. And I bet you anything, the more you think about that, the more it's going to become a belief. That belief will attract other people who will help you make that happen. And then it'll become your reality. All right. So super passionate about this. Hopefully this transmission was better than the last one I did, which totally sucked. But someone did post on the last transmission another book. It's called The Laws of Success in 16 Lessons. I think that's what it is. Also written by Napoleon Hill. So I'm do a shout out to Julian because he did come on the live call and he did share that with us. So again, that's a Napoleon Hill book, and I may be totally screwing up the name now, but I believe it's called The Laws of Success in 16 Lessons. Anything you guys can watch, read, listen to that are going to help you change your thoughts, it turns into great belief systems, and that's what's going to help you to help other people. But most of all, it's going to help you. Money doesn't solve all the problems, but it certainly does help with the 90% of them, and it allows you to have a little bit more relaxed approach to being able to concentrate on what you really, really want to do. So that's sort of my perspective. I grew up with money, but I also saw it all go away. Oh, there you are, Julian. Excellent shout out to Julian. Come back and again, show him some love. Again, this is the gentleman who shared the other book that I posted. But yeah, and if you guys have any other books, please do post the comments below. Really love it when you guys do that because, like I said, I'll just pick it up and read it. And then if there's anything that I really want to share about it, I'll do another video like this. All right. So have a fantastic day. Stay warmer than I am. It's minus 25 Celsius here right now. I hope you guys are warmer. For those of you who are watching the Super Bowl, may your team win. If your team didn't win, like mine didn't, because I'm a Chiefs fan, well, better luck next year. Take care, guys. Bye.